Alrighty, finally I got my stuff posted. Let me make sure it actually did post. Oh, it's not posted yet. Of course not. Why would it post? Why would it actually post when it's supposed to post? Come on. Let's go. Really? All right. Well, I guess I can go live anyway. There it goes. Jeez Louise. Okay, let me make sure. I'm out of that. Over here. All good to go. All right. More of Coco on the cam. Always need more Coco on the cam. Especially since she's graced us with her presence. That's the most important thing. All right, I need to get, first of all, this thing done because I didn't get it done. Then I need to get the summer stamps done. And then this spring stamps are done. So all good there. Summer stamps need to be finished, and then I also need to make a pizza theme, and I was wanting to do a America US 250 theme one. We'll see if I can get that done. But hey Sharon, welcome to the stream. I have a Coco today. I scooped her. I feel very I'm torn when I scoop her, but I prepared her place. Her heating pad was warm, she has plenty of water, and I just scooped her. So it is what it is. And she's staying, so she's happy, I'm sure. She seems happy, she's sleeping. Yay for Coco joining us. Oh, she didn't have, that's true. She has full leave to go whenever she wants to. She can stick behind me if she wants to. Oh yeah, no, I'll get it all done. It's just I've got to pace myself and not be too hard on myself if I'm falling behind. The biggest thing that I'm behind on right now is the volume 7. So I really have to lock in and get that done. I already know that I'm not going to have an opportunity to get a sample of that one. I'm going to have to print blind like I did with volume 6, which is okay because this is my 7th volume. I have my system set up. I run it through multiple checks and multiple readers before I send the files in. I wanted to show, I did an unboxing of my Fruity Cute pins. They're actually in box lunch now, and I picked up 4 yesterday, and I told the cashier, I was like, I designed these, and she was so sweet. And she followed me on Instagram as we were standing there. And but yeah, I just unboxed these, and so I have 4. I have Pudge, Momo, Coco, and the Berry Floofs, which are grape. And I'm waiting. I've got to get Lemon. Lemon is the one I really, really want. That's the, there we go. That's the berry. Can't really see him. There's Momo Berry. And then Apple. And then Pudge. No, I understand how addicting these things can be. especially if you want a certain one. And I kind of, years back, Tokidoki, we used to be beside them at the Comic-Con, and so they would like kind of give us a couple of blind boxes and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't really think much of them because I wasn't, that into it, and I didn't really collect figurines, but I am into pins, and I can definitely see how that could be a problem. I did get, when I was first designing these, I went into Box Lunch to see kind of what they already had there and what these little boxes looked like, because I wanted to figure out, the design and stuff. I picked up a Snoopy Halloween pin, and I got Woodstock on a broom, which was wonderful. That was one of the ones I wanted, but it's just, I understand how this can be very addicting. But yeah, so got that yesterday, was super excited about it, and spending tons of energy, right? Thank you, I need it. I feel like I went out. Well, see, the way I balance it is I try to, because I can be sitting in this chair for long amounts of time, and I try to balance it by getting out. And this morning I went running, and it was really nice. It worked out because I was kind of restless anyway. I got up early, and that's really the only time you can go running here, especially in the summer, is like really, really early or rather late towards sunset. If you do it in the evening, there's a nice little breeze that kind of blows through and kind of helps to cool things off, but it's easier in the morning. You just have to get up, and really, if you're not back before like 8:30, 9 is definitely too late. That's when the sun really starts climbing and beating down. But yeah, so I try to do that to help and just keep mobile, because I can be kind of hunched over this thing for a while, especially during this time of year when I'm doing con prep stuff. Whoops. I need to put these in front. I need to make that a little lighter. But it was nice. It was very green. That's something like we've been having a lot of rain, so it was very lush and bright and green, and and this was good too, they hadn't cut the grass yet. When they cut the grass, I usually have issues, because I haven't really tested to get 100% certainty on this, but I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to clover, because if I go through any areas where they've just cut the grass and it's a bunch of clover, my eyes just bug out and I can't breathe. And so they hadn't done that yet, and because it had been so wet and rainy, so I got a nice little yogging in before it got hot. Cut grass and clover can be, yes. And it's, I would notice it too. So I played on the golf team when I was in high school, and I always had to have like allergy pills and that type of stuff. It was just on the edge of when like Zyrtec and stuff started coming out. And so oftentimes I would go and we'd do practice rounds and stuff, and my eyes would just get, it's weird. It's not like I couldn't see, but it was like this gray filmy swelling, like especially around, my eyelids and stuff. And it was the weirdest thing. It would bug out, and it just, I know it's some sort of flowering plant, and I definitely smell it because my lungs close up when I'm near it, but I've never really identified what it is specifically. I probably should do like some sort of an allergy panel or something, but I got lucky and had a nice little jog before settling down to the office. Now maybe I'll make this lettuce or something, because like people put yes, of course they put lettuce on pizza. I've had like arugula and stuff on my pizza before, so I can have green stuff here. Oh, I could really upset people and make this pineapple. I don't want to do that. Oh, yes, I do. I do want to do that. I won't lie. I do want to do that. Because I am pro pineapple on pizza. Wine pizza, so good. That little pop of sweetness, it's my favorite part. Although I can say I've had dessert pizzas before, and I'm not really a fan, you know? I don't, you'd think that I would love it, and I assumed that I would love it, but I'm like, this is just kind of a giant cookie, and I'd rather just have a cookie, and it's not really that good of a cookie, you know? I have a couple of go-to pizzas that I do at Domino's, and that one of theirs is I like just the regular, you know, the Canadian bacon, ham, whatever, and then they do a little spicy on there too. I like that one, and I also like this barbecue one that they do. Whoops. Barbecue and chicken, and I think onions and something like that. Okay, I think I need to jump out one level. Okay, good, yeah. Because I need to put the table in here. There we go. There's our table. My go-to at Domino's is ham and pineapple. I also like to do cheese pizza, and I may be hooked on their stuffed crust. Did I try that? I don't think I've tried the stuffed crust. I really like their crispy thin crust. That's what I usually do. Because it tastes kind of like naan bread to me, which is, I really like, well, I like kind of burned bread bits. So that's my favorite there. But I'll have to give that a try, because I tried their, let me see, like the garlic nuts. I've tried those. I've tried the cinnamon version. I've tried, there's something else I tried, because they randomly gave me some of these things for free a couple times. I think I just had it on the account or something, and like, do you want some garlic knots? I'm like, sure. They do good things. Yes, 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 they do. Very much so. Let me see, what else have I, let's see. This weekend I watched some things. What did I watch this weekend? Oh, I watched, I did a Hunger Games marathon over a couple of days. And I finally got to see the Snow Story, Songbirds and Snakes. I thought it was interesting how they, I kind of know Haymitch's story is a major downer, and but I like to see how that kind of started, how all of that, the early arena and, you know, that stuff. It was interesting. I probably won't watch it again or as, you know, as often as I do. I think Catching Fire is my favorite one. But I watched that, finished that off. I think I started the marathon like last week or something. Let me see, what else did I watch? I watched other things. Did I see anything new? Oh, I got a line on a couple of new rom-coms on Netflix. There's supposedly a good J-Lo one on, like, and I've heard that it's more like her classic wedding planner type vibe. I really enjoyed those, the old J-Lo rom-coms. So there's that I'll probably watch sometime soon. There's something else I watched. What else did I watch? Kind of zoned out for some of them, honestly. Oh, I want to show something. Okay, so I got myself a treat. This actually took a little while to get here, but this thing called Folio Society, they have these really jazzed up versions of popular books. Well, not popular books, but even like, you know, cult classic book type stuff. I got The Last Unicorn. And I have probably no less than 4 or 5 copies of this book already, but I just couldn't pass on this one because they have these beautiful illustrated plates throughout it, and also little sketches here and there. Let me find a sketch page. So yeah, like tiny little sketches on different chapters. And truly one of my favorite books for many, many reasons. But they had this beautiful watercolor artist do the illustrations for this. And I saw an ad for it and I was like, oh no. It didn't take much thinking. And because this is kind of like something I could just, it's a coffee table type book, but it's just gorgeous. And like, yeah, there's the opening illustration of the unicorn in the woods. And but yeah, a dream sequence. So yeah, if you need to treat yourself and you love this book, I would definitely give this a considerate, just a gander. They have other ones too. But really the only other one I would be interested in personally, another one of my favorite books is Fahrenheit 451. And they have that, but only if they have the end note by Ray Bradbury, because that has some of my favorite quotes in it. And I'm not clear on if that book has that end note or not, but really, really neat shop. And I think they're in the UK. I think that's why it took a while to get here, but yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Every bit. It's Smith bound. It's got just very heavy paper, and the font choice. I don't know. The whole experience of it is just A+. I just got the new fully illustrated 20th anniversary of Fablehaven. Artist from the original artist, and he recreated the. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I love geeking out over books. It reminded me of the, what is it called? The ultimate visual guide for the Labyrinth, and they've done that for a lot of other like classic 80s movies. The only one I have is Labyrinth. That one, oh my gosh, that's another one of them that I just am so happy I invested in, and because it has a lot of pieces and letters and notes, foldouts as well, from the early production of it. And like one of them that I just thought was crazy to read was the original list of rock stars that they were considering for Jareth. And they had like, Michael Jackson on there, Freddie Mercury, long list. And I can't picture anybody other than Bowie in that role. It was so perfect a casting. But it was neat to see that list and, all of that developmental stuff. But yeah, so those are some of the ones in my collection that I really adore. But yeah, on The Last Unicorn, I've got, because they did a graphic novel version of it, kind of like, not really a full-on, it was more like a comic, and it was shorter, because I've seen some of I have a graphic novel conversion of Watership Down, which was tremendous. But I feel like this came a little bit before the classic novel to graphic novel thing started getting a lot of traction. So this is more like, let's split the book up into comic episodes, and they released it as floppies and then compiled it. So I've got 2 versions of that. And then I have my old ratty-eared, read a million times original copy of Last Unicorn. Then I have another one that I love the design of the cover, so I got it. Yes, yeah, I agree. If they try to remake that, I will revolt. You can't do it. You just know. N-O. And all the work and development that went into those puppets and all the puppetry. There's a it's not a scale model, but they break down how they made that when she drops down into the oubliette, all of the hands, those were people, like 50 people, all with their hands through this tunnel they constructed. And it's just insane to see the work that went into that. And I think that's a big part of the reason why movies like that hold up so well today, you know? It's real. And you see some movies, you know, like, I mean, it's easy to pick on some of the Disney live actions, but let's just compare one to one. So the difference between, let's say, Cinderella and one of the more recent ones, where it's mostly all CG green screen. Most of Cinderella, I mean, that was like, I think, do I want to say it was one of the last ones where they actually made sets and everything was, for the most part, real. And of course, you know, they used it judiciously when they were doing the transformation of the mice to the horses and all of that. But the ballroom scene, the dresses, the costumes, all of that, so much detail was put into that. And then you go into, you know, one of the more recent ones where it's all CG and it just has this, I don't want to call it, I've never been able to find the right word. It's not plastic, it's not glossy, it's not shimmering, but it just, something about it just doesn't feel right or real. And that personally kind of takes me out of the enjoyment of the movie when I notice that. And it's just, it could be perhaps that I've listened to things where they call it like the Netflix effect or Netflix movie, like where everything's shiny and perfect and new and like there's no weathering on clothing. All of the clothing look fake because they look freshly pressed and out of the costuming department because they are. And I don't know. A lot of today's TV shows and movies are really lacking due to I miss practical effects. And I think that's why a lot of those stand up so well. It's because of those practical effects. And, gosh, I think they still do it, but at Comic-Con there is, and I know I'm not going to get it right, but there's it's like a Hollywood costume and design school or something like that. I'm pretty sure they still do it. But in the past, they would take over a booth, and throughout the weekend, they would have actors there, and they would be demonstrating how they put on these wild costumes. Like they would make them up like aliens, fairies, demons, just wild, camera ready, stage ready, film ready costumes. And makeup and visual effects, practical effects. And it was just, and then at the end of the last couple of days or so, they would be walking around the floor, and just absolutely amazing to see how they do some of this stuff. And, you know, how they take and make these like molds that go onto a specific person's face, but then the outside is something else, and they've, you know, effectively changed what they look like. And it was always a treat to see what they would do each year. I'm pretty sure I never get down to that end of the hall anymore, but it was always a treat to see what they were doing each year. I remember too, I think it was it Ian McKellen? When they were doing the Hobbit movies, he kind of got a little huffy because it was a little bit, well, not a little bit, it was a lot more green screen, and he did not like acting on green screen. Did I grab the right color? I feel like I didn't grab the right. Oh, I guess I did. I guess it's just faded out. All right, so now I've got them done in front. We're getting there. I think I wanted that to be a sack of flour. And then I'll be working on this back here. But let's go ahead and get this countertop done. And I want to drop... oh. Okay, I'm going to cut that. And I'm going to bring this out. And I'm going to do this a little bit different, I think. Whoops. Get that straight. There we go. All right, so that's done. I'm gonna go back in here and let's grab this tape. Oh, it's part of the back. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna make this more stand out a little bit more. Right, now I gotta figure out how I want to do this pizza oven. This area right here is going to be unlined, but I still am going to continue it. I just have to figure out how. I guess I can start with what I know, and that's the brick. And I think I'll go from dark here to light here because I'm going to have the pizza oven on. So I'll have areas of light over here, and we'll be going back this way. Let's just start there. Start with what we know. Oops. All right, now brick. Just filling in the shape for now. I think I went too low. And let's go ahead, gonna need dark because you can't really have a bright lit scene without dark. Really? I should have dropped this in last. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh well, I'll figure it out. I want to have this to be some lighter color. Bring this up into bright. A rough guesstimate of how that'll be. Straighten this out. And then maybe a halfway point here and here. So let's take this color and I'm going to bring it up just a bit. I'm not quite certain how I'll do this. I think I'm probably not doing it right, but this part doesn't matter as much because it's behind Tuxie. But these areas I do need to kind of figure out, and I've got to figure out, maybe it's time that I look at an actual pizza oven. Like something. Let me just save. Oops. He's got a pizza oven hat. All right, let's send this to the back where he belongs. There we go. All right, so let me go ahead and save it this time, and let me look up some pizza oven reference. Pizza. Let's specify brick pizza oven. Images, please. Okay. I've got a lot of different options. Okay, I definitely need to refine my search a little bit. I could do this in brick, like the whole thing, because a lot of these guys are brick everywhere. But it looks like, oh, this actually probably should not be brick up here. This is that, it almost looks like white plaster, especially in this commercial looking one. But you know what? I think I can make it whatever I want. Oh, this one's all brick. Okay, so underneath I need a wood firing area, obviously. That's where the fire comes from. Okay, yeah. You need to make this make sense. Okay. Well, isn't that cute? Someone made an outdoor pizza oven out of basic, like, garden step pieces, like the cement steps. They made it out of those pieces. That's clever as heck. Way to go, you. That's really clever. Okay. All right, that's a professional commercial brick pizza oven. All right, so this is, I need a basic area where the pizza's gonna go. an under area where I guess the wood fire goes to heat the stone. And then I've got the exhaust up here. Okay. All right. So it can be whatever I want. And I think I'll probably have just a tiny little hint of the other area under there maybe. Some of these look like more like wood storage instead of that's where the burning actually happens. Okay, so it looks like the burning actually happens in, that's just storage for a lot of these. So they push the wood and stuff around the outer edge? Is that what I'm understanding? This one looks like the coals are in the middle. Okay. I don't want to go all the way to how to build one YouTube. I think I got the gist of it though. Okay. All right. Well, got the broad strokes. What we'll call it. So what I'm going to do, I think, is probably a more, maybe I'll just continue with this color down here. Oops, that was too much. Because let's think about two. This is further in the back, so I got to think about, is this too high for Tuxie to even be able to use? Because I have to, sometimes I get, carried away and my counter height is weird because all of my characters have short legs, really. But the counters are like really tall. So for Granny Bear, for example, she can't really reach a lot of her cabinets a lot of the times. So I have to figure out how to fix that. I'm just going to go ahead and draw this in. And what I may do, and actually I think I'm going to do, is change the outline color of this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it. I think that's a better plan. Shamir, hello! Welcome to the stream. Maybe the floofs and greebles help reach... Oh, that's a good idea! I like that. And I want to fill this up with wood pieces. Most of this is not going to be seen. This is all not going to be seen. Hello, my lady. Is it time to turn it over? Okay. I know. You're cute. Must be an evenly coasted coconut, always. I'm feeling cracks and pops that I probably shouldn't. All right, so what I'm gonna do real quick here is let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab this color, select same fill color, and I'm gonna bump this down maybe not that many, but like that. So it's a different color than the rest of the line art and it'll push it a little bit further back. I like that. All right, we're good. So now what I need to do is I need to light my pizza oven. Oh, and I also need to, I was gonna do this as a gradient. Do I want to use a certain, what color? Add, and let's grab this, add, just so I can find it easy. All right, let's try a gradient here. A boop, and a boop. There we go. Now let's, like that. All right, and now let's create our light. think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add like a nice glow, but we're going to blur it. Yeah, there we go. All right. And I think I'll do another gradient here, but I'm going to do it down. So light up top, dark down. Probably should have put a little bit, let's see what I can do here. This. All right, so that's good for now. I've got my glow. Well, no. Let's just do a little bit more. All right, let's see how it looks. Hey, not too bad. Not too shabby. All right, let's make this the same line art. Yes, same line art colors. Like, wait a minute. All right, this pizza toss, I'm gonna have to move it because this, or move the pizza oven, because this little tangent here is not good. There we go. How about that? There we go. And since I have everything drawn, doesn't matter. I'm gonna leave this flour sack close to them, but I am gonna color it in, and let's give it some shadows. Hold on just a second, I gotta say, oh, flour sack in front of Floof. That's not good. Send it to the back. Send that to the back. Go over here. I need to something in another window. Just a second. All right, close that, close this, back to stream. Stream on top, there we go. All right. So now the question is gonna be, what color are my pizza boxes? I'm just gonna fill them with a general shape and a general color as well. I'm thinking maybe gradient would be good. Actually, I kind of like that, but I'll do a little gradient anyway. What, that one, okay. Although, kind of cool to have, I kind of want the glowy, have a little glow. Oh, they're glowy. And that's the right direction of glow. All right. All right. So I need flooring. I'm going to figure out how I want this to... I need a background color. I'm not sure how I want to play this. I don't want to do that. But I need something that's nice. A little contrasty. Maybe not yellow. Maybe not that. Maybe not pink. Definitely not green. Kind of like blue. But that would... I don't know what that would suggest. Well, the wording is going to go there anyway. It's not going to be the end of the world, but I do like that blue and the play off the oranges. I feel like it balances things a little bit. And if I change Tuxie's apron to blue, that will kind of synergize it even a little bit more. All right, let's see how yeah, that looks good. Except this is kind of pushing in. I might move it up a little, maybe. Oh, you have some opinion, Bean? Am I talking too much? She says, yes, you're talking too much. Far too much. that'll be fine. I just need to bring this up a smidge. And my pizza oven, just bring him up a little bit. Not really all of that, just the lines here. All right, that's the new background for the comics. I do need to, how do I want to do this? I want to add it to my library. First of all, I do want to save a version with no baloney. Let's just do that. And hit play. Okay, it's like, why aren't you saving? Silly program. And now let's add the baloney. And let's hit save here. And that can go, oh, you know what? That's gonna bug me. Ashwin, hello, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I just finished the summer info panel. I'm about to add it to my groupie here. You're at 900, since that's what I had to think of that. All right, and now what we're gonna do is we're not gonna talk with a pen in my mouth. Zany, hello, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'll be starting on another set of something really quick. I just want to get this added to my library. Where'd you go? PNG file. There we go. There you are. Panel 9. All right. Boom. And a boom. And a boom. All right. So that's good. That's done. Let's save it one more time. All right, so I can close this, and I'll post the completed one without the stuff on Instagram and Twitter. All right, now we continue this baloney here, because I've gotten this baloney done. I've got to get this baloney done. A whole lot of baloney. I'm going to hide my kiss cuts. I'm going to hide the through cut. Artwork is okay. Background. What did I have all this stuff on? Probably this one? Yeah. All right. Where did I put my notes? Obviously here. There we go. Okay, I know what that means. I need to shift the pattern. Let's shift the pattern now so I don't forget. Oh, big stretch. Oh, she's stuck. Oh, she's stuck. Uh-oh, come on. There you go. All right, oops. We're gonna move this right there. Move this right there. I'm gonna move this right there. And this right there. Nope, right there. Ah, I forgot to put my kiss cuts. Darn it. It's okay. All I have to do is shift. These aren't even going to be here anyway. Let's lock those layers so I don't do something dumb. What I need to do is scooch these over. Scooch. Because they are perfect as they are. I saw the little stretch on her back paw. Just kind of went out like that. Oh, now she did a face hug. She's given all the looks today. All right. So, my original idea was to have sunflowers right here. Summer mushies. Oh, I've got a lot of, It's kind of big. I think it could be like that, maybe. Do I want to get a couple of these in here? I can get this guy in here. That's a little bit, nah. And if I do this, I might be able to get that in here. And then beach ball floof. I could just do one sunflower and forget the yellow mushroom. Or I could not do one yellow sunflower and do a mushroom. That kind of will fit. That'll fit a little bit better. Kind of like the extra flower though, because it's summer and it's a sunflower. I think that's all right. I gotta scratch the belly. He's gone. She's not even blinking. She's like, yeah, continue. I'm all right with it. All right, so far I don't have a spot for this guy. I'm gonna BRB real quick. So let me save my work. Have you ever made floof in 3D? No, well, I mean, I've done a plushie version, which is 3D, but not actually a figurine or 3D model in the computer. I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. I am back. All right, so let's see here. Shift position of stamp sets. Thank you, past me. We don't need this anymore. We have shifted the position of stamp sets. Ariana, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good week so far. Doing well, thank you. Hope you're having a good week, Tal. Thank you. It's been good so far. Getting things done. We're trying to, at least. Sometimes it's easier said than done. Kind of like this guy over here. Definitely want everybody on. There we go. Well, you have a floof plushie. I was trying to make animation, which need a pilot, so I was thinking maybe I can make floof. I do have a plushie. He's on the website. And let me grab Adventure Floof over here real quick. This is his turnaround. His little feet. Right. Left. All right. All right, let's see. That one's done. Let's see, which one is going to go? I want to keep color in mind because I don't want to have them all look very samey. Venture Floof is a good floof. All the floofs are good floofs, but Venture Floof especially. I need a clipping mask. Oh, there's my clipping mask. Okay. Can I make you... Ah, you're right on the edge, aren't you? I could slide this down. And I could bring Cozy Town back up top. And that way that'll have everybody in the frame. All right, what's next? Okay, Ashwin. Okay, that one's a goodie. That one's a goodie because that's a different character. So I think that will go there because he's facing this direction. It is a little samey with the colors, but that's all right. And Cozy Town is going to be right there. I might put it here. Oh, although I kind of like that. Kind of like that instead of having it where the water is. I could dig it. Move it up a little bit though. What if I did this? They're like pointing that way to Cozy Town. I think that's nice. All right, let's move this. Let's move it down a little. There we go. Actually, let's keep it with it. I feel that if I move it down too much, the trees are going to start to pop here and it's going to look weird. So I think I'll just put it back where it was. I forgot about the trees. All right, so we've got apple picking, crossing the little stream, adventuring. We've got a beautiful sunset. Now let's see I need another. Okay, I know what I was doing here. I think I was going for this instead of this because I already have a Momo. I don't have a Coco. So I'll go ahead and put this one in here. Oops. Did I lose my Cozy Town when I deleted that? Okay, no. All right. You, however, need to get her properly spaced. Okay, for this one I will need to go get those vectors. Although, let's just pop that up. Cozy Town be down or up on this one? I feel like it's better up. Yeah. Because this one's down, up, side. Okay. All right. Now definitely going to have floating floofs. And I really want to try and make this one work. Not sure if I'll be able to, but we'll see. Side note, I love drawing this. I remember this. That was my favorite part. Drawing the fire. Last but not least, ice cream floof. I don't know if I'll be able to make this one, because he's gonna need to, you need to be able to see the ice cream. Oh, almost, almost. See if I can do it. I could very well go back in and get the vectors and just, yeah. Oh, he's so cute. That would be a good stamp. That would definitely, and I can do Cozy Town right here. Oh, that's going to make it. Yes, absolutely. So where's my, oops. Did I delete my wording? I guess I did delete my Cozy Town. I'll grab it from here. All right, so I need to grab this. I need to see what this file is. First of all, where's my links panel? $35.22. All right. $35.22. $35.22. $35.22. $35.22. Here we go. Give me a list, please. Nope, I would like a details. Thank you. And we need to go all the way down. $35.22. There you are. You just, there we go. Ice cream bloop. All right, open. Nope, I don't want to paste it. I just want to. I'm going to need to draw a little bit more on this bloop, which is fine. I'm glad you liked that one. So I need to extend this a little bit. I'm going to go into let's draw in front. Oh, to make my princess smaller. A lot smaller. I'm going to remove these dots because that's going to be where the cozy town is, and I saw on the mock-up with the old version that those dots kind of were messing with the lettering a bit. I think we're good. All right, let's move back out a few levels. Let's see what we've got. I like this one. I like this one. It happens. It happens in the summer. You lose your ice cream scoop. All right. So I think this is the count. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Same as the others. 12 stamps. Sorry, 12 stickers total. 6 stamps. I like the prints I've chosen. Let's do a quick test of the print. And let's save my work. And let's do a print. Why does it always default to that? That is not my default printer. I've gone in there multiple times and asked it not to do that. There we go. Where do I want it to center this? I just want it to be right there, maybe. That happened to me, but it was in my house. Oh no! I just got a few scoops of ice cream, then I tripped. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Aww. Oh no. That's just not fun. Now, hopefully you got another batch of ice cream. Okay. I just wanted to be sure because if you notice on these, I did not do the white outlines. Like, I only did an outline on the actual stamps. But on my other stickers, I've done the white, so I'll keep that consistent. I think I might have gotten mad and just took a nap. Oh no! Take care, Ashwin. Thank you for stopping by. See you on Thursday. My lady! Oh, really? Oh. Are you sure about that? That's a lot of noise for a little bean. All right. Let's see how it looks. I know what I need to do here. I need to do a little bit of adjustments on these cozy tones. Okay. Just don't want the end to be kind of even with that top line. It was a little bit off. That one's good. That one's better. All right, I think I'm good with those. I knew that was not centered. Something was bugging me. All right. These are all so cute. Have to go to a meeting. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, you too, Sharon. Have a good meeting. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. Oh. I did something. I guess I forgot to do something. That's what it was. That was kind of not good. Problem is, I don't remember what I did. Maybe. All right. That'll be better. I mean, just, yeah, because that makes more sense. Yeah, because having the thing cut all of those little sunflower points, that's kind of silly, I feel. So I'm just going to let it smooth out that entire shape. I can get a better cut on, you know, a more... All right. Object. path, offset. Thank you. Oh. Delete you. Paste in front. And now let's fill this little bitty bitty boop. And let's make you a little bit more general and router friendly. Hey, there we go. Same with you, my friend. Object, path, offset path, okie dokie, artichoke. Let's cut that, delete that, paste in front again, fill in the holes. Make it a little easier to cut. More. It's good. It's good. Right, again with the offset path. Yeah, taking you or deleting you, pasting in front. I'm making you just a little more cutter friendly. And let's grab that. Go over. Okay. Last but not least, we have our coconut floof on the beach. I already see this. Fix that. Path, offset path, okie dokie. But paste in front, make it pretty. Oh, that's a little bit too much. All right, and over you go. All right. And now what I need to do is cut these kiss cuts that are not on the correct layer. Take them out, put them on the kiss cut layer. So now I have all of my kiss cuts. All is good. All right, deselect. That one's okay, that one's okay. Those are good. Those are good. I want to go here. Nudge that down just a smidge because he's just a little bit high. Spring, spring, you need to be nudged as well. Not that way. Just down. Here we go. I think I'll do some nice little bits because I did, look, I did little sparklies. I did sparklies on everything except fall. I know I did snow. So either I keep the sparklies on just spring and winter, and summer and fall have no sparklies, but I kind of feel like this needs something, so I'm going to sparkle it up. Because the water is shiny in summer, is it not? And that was the color I picked. Bring on the sparkle. Yes! The world needs to sparkle a little bit more. I keep forgetting there's a through cut. I'm going to move this over just a smidge from the edge. I feel like that's a little close to the edge. So I'm going to bring that down just a tiny bit. Either there's rain or something just smacked against my window. I've got a very industrious mud wasp building a nest up there. I've got to get rid of that. He's starting to overlap onto the glass. And I don't really like wasps. These guys are mean too. They buzz around your face. Bees are nice. Carpenter bees are nice. All right, how's that for sparkling it up? All right, erase all my extras. Get rid of this because I made a decision to use cocoa in the I like these. I like these. So that's summer done. Save. Spring done. I like these. I think actually I might want to make these cozy towns. Well, I might want to make that one a little bigger. And this one. Let me go in here and just do that real quick. Oh, whoops. Let's go to the artwork layer. Okay. right, I edited that a little bit. That's good. Save. All right. I'm good with both of those. All right. So that means that big project is done. Thank goodness. So I can add those, and then I just have, let's get rid of this. I just have the other ones that I wanted to do, the pizza theme with Tuxie, and I've got a couple of things I think already, well, I'm gonna have to figure out more. I'm gonna have to draw more. I wanted to do a pizza theme with Tuxie, and then I wanted to do maybe Americana 250, something like that with the floofs. This that'd be kind of cute. Yeah, I think that'll be good, because then I could probably use, nah, I might use that, I may not. We'll see. I'll figure it out. But that was good. I got a lot of good stuff done today. I got this done. This is the new info panel for the end of the Instagram and TikTok carousels. I'll post the blank without anything on everything today. Well, TikTok and Instagram, at least. Not TikTok. Twitter and Instagram. I'll post that, and then yeah, I gotta get those uploaded and printing, and then I've got to get those other ones done. So I will figure it out. We will get it all done. We will persevere. But I think I'll probably end the stream there. I'm gonna get some lunch. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm gonna go over, let's see, do my ending screen. There we go. Thank you so much, Ariana. Sharon, I know you bounced. Ashwin, I know you bounced. Any of my lurkers. Let me see. Who else do we have here? We had Zany was in here for a little bit. Shamir. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll be back on Thursday with comics, and yeah, and then next week we're going to be probably doing more gosh, I really hope I get more work on the volume 7 done, but we probably will be finishing that up next Tuesday, and then that'll be it for that stuff, and I'll have most of my SDCC stuff done, so that'll be good. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you next time.